Hi guys, today we're doing just something a little bit different. I'm finishing up the card design where I was going to make thank you cards. We started off with a design like this, and I showed you in Cricut Design Space how you could change it to where it's going to actually write right here instead of cut, to where it would show that background. And we're going to emboss where it writes. I went ahead and attach these, so this one will be ready to go, but I left this one unattached so that I can show you, because I mean we can all put envelopes together, but some of us just need a little bit of direction sometimes, so I left this one unattached. This will go behind here, and we will fold it on the score line, and just as we will the envelope. Okay. And I made both of the fronts the same color in the design. And we've already printed the two other colors in the design. So today we're going to do the writing on one, and then I'm going to switch over to another Cricut Design Space where the other card is already set up. And we will print that one and emboss them. Now for what I'm using in embossment is an assortment that I got on Amazon a long time ago. But I'm going to use, what do y'all think would look pretty? It's going to be on this yellow paper. So we could actually emboss in the green, and that might look nice. A little bit lighter shade. So we'll do that. And then we're going to do some other embossing in silver on another thank you card. I did not show you the design on that one, but the cut for it came out of the mystery digital box that we had in December. And I believe it was called Creative Cards. It was the digital mystery box. Okay, let's get started. I already have it set up and ready. I put it on cardstock, and I'm going to load my pen. Now this is not a Cricut pen. This is a Ranger pen. The two that I got in a package along with my embossment assortment I got on Amazon. There was a bullet and a brush one. Now the brush one is a really large tip, and I've not used it in the Cricut yet. But I could use any of the pens I had, but then I wouldn't be able to put the embossment powder on there. But I'm going to try it with the bullet one today. It's a little bit finer. I opened up my gate here. And I'm going to hold the bottom of this gate as I snap it down in there. Okay, then I will close the gate. Okay, and I'm already flashing on this other side. I don't believe y'all can see that part, but it's telling me to put it in. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to push the arrow, and y'all can watch it do its stuff as soon as I press the flashing Cricut. I'm rattling my tools because I had misplaced my spatula. I want to take the card off with the spatula. Now this is the printed one. If you look at the designs that I have for you in Huntress Habits Patreon party on Facebook, this I believe is the design that I have in there for you. I will add the other design with this video. Okay. It's telling me to withdraw the mat. So I want to leave this paper on here because we're going to use this same paper to cut the next one. and I want to work fairly quickly. So let me move the laptop out of the way. Can y'all see that thank you? Let me pull it up to the camera just a little bit more. Okay? How it wrote. Now we're going to put some powder on there. I really do wish I could remember the brand name for this, but all I can tell you is that I got it off of Amazon. It was probably a daily deal or something. Okay, I'm using a little straw scoop, but you could just pour it out. Any of you, those of you that emboss. Now, one thing I just remembered, I have not plugged in my embossing heat gun yet. I'm sure putting a lot on there. That's okay. We want to make sure that it's all covered. And we're not going to be wasting any, because we're going to tip this up now. Shake it off. Some people tell you not to flip it and to use a brush to get all these extras off, and that's really what I like to do. Sometimes I might knock it like that. And we sure to get those letters close together. I might want to make that adjustment on that file. Okay, now I always make big mistakes on my videos, because like I said, I'm learning right along with the rest of you when it comes to Cricuting. Okay, that got most of the powder back in. Put my lid back on before I spill it. But I never know for sure where I'm going to make that mistake. You know, we learn from our mistakes, and so it's really kind of good that I make a mistake along the way, as long as it's fixable. And most things are always fixable in art, any kind of art or craft. Okay. This is an embossing heat tool by Marvy. It's a model 2500. I've had it for quite a while. And I probably got it off Amazon at one time or another. Okay, we want to turn it on and let it heat up. You don't want to put your hand too close. Ooh, and that heats up really fast. So you know it's a good one. Oh, we're blowing our card away. You don't want to blow. Whoa, man, that is hot. I probably should have got some tweezers to hold that one. And I believe it is done. It's one little spot there. I'm going to go ahead. Children, do not do this without adult supervision. That's what I would tell my students at school. Don't try this at home without adult supervision. Of course, it might just be putting two colors together. Okay, we are done. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, a little bit different than just cutting it out. And we know it's dry. It's got that raised. Okay, and now what am I looking for? My tape gun. I've got to turn it over and I'm going to put 2 strips here. We could, ooh, please don't tell me that I'm running out of tape. We could raise it up with some foam squares to give it a little bit more dimension. You've got different layers now, and if you did raise it up, that would definitely give you a really 3D effect on there. Okay, now let's go ahead and put, that one's ready to go. As soon as you've got a full space to write now, and we could give that one away. Okay, let's fold this one. I've been told, now I've done it both ways, but that you should score away from where, you should fold away from it scored, where it's scored. Okay, so if scored on this side where the texture side was, so we should fold this way. And it's doing a nice fold there. You can use a bone folder or your scorer. The edge of a credit card, the edge of this tool would work. And then we're going to fold these same way. Oh, that went very nicely. Okay. Because it doesn't score very deeply on our cards, you really have to look sometimes to see where it is. But you can see these nicely. As I've told you before, I do this in what I call my studio area, but it's totally glassed in. And with making videos, sometimes that can be a hindrance depending on where the sun is. See that shadow come across here? Okay. We've got that folded. We want to crease it with our bone folder. This is actually our scraper, but it does the same thing. Okay, then we'll tape it, and we're going to tape this behind here. So let's do those 2 things very quickly. Okay, something's happening with my tape gun. I guess that's going to be my mistake on the video today, not having an extra ready. And you know what? I think I may have taped the wrong side, but that's okay. It still shows the orange through there, and it's going to show the textured as I open it. Okay, now here, you want the inside flaps to go, or the edge smaller flaps to go in first, and then you want your small flap here on this particular design to be the one that you fold over. I guess you could do it either way. You know what? You sure could. On this one you could. But I'll show you something on another one where it makes a difference, that you have to do it a certain way. Okay, we're going to do the bottom just like I did the other one. So we're going to run our tape here. Press it. And now we're almost ready to go. Okay, so let's get the laptop back over here, see if it's still waiting. Okay, we want to cancel out of this one. It's going to ask me if I really do want to cancel. Yes. And we want to get the other design. I'm hoping you're seeing this with the glare. You probably see all the dust on my screen also. I can't have that. Nope, can't have it. Can't have it. Okay. See, we just did the square one, so this is the other one that we're going to emboss. See the difference? Okay, we're going to make it. And we've already stuck it in this way, and we would need to move it over. Or you can flip your cardstock around and put it in from the opposite end to have it. You want to make sure you're on the right paper. I've already cut the envelope, so I'm going to make sure I'm on the right color. There it shows up. Thank you. It's in that corner. I don't have to move it over, even though I could. All I'm going to do though is turn my mat around, stick it under the little tabs on each end, hit the continue button here so that it, let's take that out while we see, it Bluetooths. I know some people are having Bluetooth issues, and it was due to an update on your whole computer, not on something that Cricut did. So just be patient with it. If you have any problems, they're working on it. Okay, and I've still got it set to cardstock. It's hooked up to my air tube, and you could do this on any of your machines, whether you have an Explorer or well, actually any of them that have the pen. Okay, we are ready. Okay. Hit the Cricut button. Now I'm reminding myself I want to take that pen out of there immediately and go ahead and put the lid on it. We will be using it again in a few moments. This time the writing is cursive, and if they don't continue to teach that in school, it will be a secret language someday for those that know it. Okay, now it's cutting. Okay, and we are ready to eject. Sounds like we're in outer space. And like I said, I want to take this out. So I'm going to hold the casing as I pull it out. And I'm going to put that lid on real quick. But like I said, we're going to use it again. And if you look at this pen, you can see how much pressure is being used on the tip. So I can only imagine what it would do with that brush pen. Okay. Now, move this out of our way. We don't want to make a mess. Get this off, because I don't know how many more thank you cards I need to make. This is a great time to teach your children that they should send thank you cards. A lot of people get out of that idea with Facebook and other social medias where we're always telling each other thank you. But thank yous are something that we sometimes want to get that show of gratitude in something tangible. I certainly hope that I have been in frame with y'all. Okay, let's emboss this one. I will tell you that if I go to pour it out of a bottle, I would probably pour it everywhere. My coordination has decreased over the years. And that's one reason I like the Cricut so much. I love creating in any shape or form, but the Cricut is allowing me to do so in forms that I couldn't do anymore because of the coordination issues. So, okay, I want to leave that lid off just for a second, don't I? Okay, let's pick it up. Gonna tap it and brush off any extra little specks. I keep this little brush in with the embossing. Got one little area right there that didn't do very good. So all I have to do is go here and put a little bit more fluid. I'm going to wipe that powder off though for the next person that uses it. And then I'm going to take a little scoop of the powder over here. That was an easy fix. Now I've got one little speck right there. And as you noticed a while ago, my finger hit the edge of that, and so I put some powder over that. I'm going to put a little bit more powder over this U and see if it sticks. A little bit there. Oh yeah, that took care of both issues. Good deal. Because like I said, I'm not as steady as they used to be. But hopefully by doing things like this, it'll keep the brain activity going correctly. So, I really need your support in any way that you can help me. We need encouragement. Those of us that have issues that we have to deal with every day just to get by, we need support to continue and not give up. Okay. You hear me flicking my paper. I'm flicking it over on the carpet, which I probably shouldn't be doing. It doesn't have but just a minute amount of powder on it. Okay, what do we do with our gun? And here we go. Let's heat it up first. And you don't want to hold it in the same place. There's so many different kinds of embossing powders. Get an assortment from different makers so that you find out what you like. Should have been doing that over here in the sun. Oh, but that looks nice. Oh, I don't want it. Okay, want it to dry. Very nice. Very nice. If I say so myself. Okay. Now, put it on each edge. And this is taking me so long to do. I think I'm going to do the other video, other thank you card, in a different video at a later date, because I didn't expect to be spending so much time on it. And I know sometimes y'all don't like to spend a lot of time watching videos, especially little simple ones like this. But if you'll check out the creative cards that were in the last digital mystery box, it's a thank you card that I didn't do any changes on it. Okay, this one is ready to be written on. It's got a nice little area to say thank you. And there we go with our designs that we did today. I look forward to making the other one because we're going to be embossing in silver, and I love shiny metallic stuff. And we're also going to be embossing on 2 different areas of it. It also has a cut area that you have to see through, so you've got that 3-dimensional look in it. And that design would cost you unless you buy the entire cartridge. So I will put it in a separate video. This one is free for Cricut Access, and a very nominal amount. If you just wanted to make, you know, a dozen of these, you're still going to pay a very nominal amount if you're not on Cricut Access. But I guarantee you, Cricut Access is worth every dime. Remember this, let's see, it's going to be this one is in my Huntress Habits Patreon party. If you're a patron, you can join that Facebook site and get this one already changed and set up for you to print. If not, you can watch the video where I have the tutorial of the card design where I changed it from cutting to writing and added this extra color. Okay, hope y'all had a great day and see that you can do things differently other than the way that they have been designed. That's just a starting point. There's so much more you can do. Have a great day. Bye.